What's up, my gorgeous geeks? It's Cashin here, and today is going to be a reply video to Dukin4donuts, and he's one of those commentary channels. You should totally check him out. Here is the annotation, and go ahead and check some of his stuff out. But basically, he just made a video, and I want to talk about that, so let's get right into it.
How's it going, guys? Duncan here, and I don't fucking understand how YouTube works anymore. This video is going to be somewhat of a small rant.
Alright, so basically he talks about three different things: clickbait, reaction channels, and Keemstar. So I'm going to go ahead and go through each point that he had to make, and we'll go ahead and discuss that.
Perspective, it seems to be the opposite. I might get some dislikes for this videos for calling out some people, but I don't fucking care. For example, we have Exility. This guy is a clickbait master. This guy has been called out numerous times for clickbaiting, yet he still gets thousands and thousands of views on top of subs. How is this possible? How is he even growing? It just goes against my logic, and it goes against community guidelines. He is doing something bad, which is misleading people, yet he gets something good out of it.
So the first thing that Dukin4donuts really talks about is clickbait. And in my eyes, there are two types of clickbait. You have good and you have bad clickbait. So what is good clickbait? That is simply a very attractive thumbnail that baits viewers in to watch a video. So in my opinion, all YouTubers are clickbaiters. But there's a difference between the good clickbaiters and then the bad clickbaiters. So let's get into the bad clickbaiters. A bad clickbaiter is when you attract viewers through deception of titles, descriptions, tags, and thumbnails from the actual purpose of the video. So for instance, if you show a pair of tits, okay, anime or live action tits, and then your video is a Call of Duty video, that is the worst kind of clickbait, okay? That is the bad clickbait. But then to actually show tits on a video like what is fan service, to me that would be okay, because you were talking about fan service and showing a pair of tits. So let's go on to the second point, which is reaction channels.
And next we have reaction channels. Now Grade A Under A made a perfect video on this, and I completely agree with him. I find majority of reaction channels to be downright fucking stupid. Now the keyword here is majority, because I don't want to say all. I have seen a couple of good reaction channels like Blasphemous HD. Like others, he actually puts input to the videos he's watching. Just like I said, majority of them are fucking stupid, because all they do is sit there and watch a video. They make generic comments like, holy shit, oh my god, this is so cool, oh my god, this is awesome, and that's it. That's their video that gets them hundreds of thousands of views while they just sit on their ass and watch a video.
So overall, I have to agree with you on this, although it isn't really their commentary. It's more of them showing an entire video that's not theirs, and then they call it their own because, oh, we added commentary. So channels like Jinx and a lot of them, basically I don't see them as good reaction channels. One of mine that I watch is Blind Wave, and they actually at first did exactly what all the other channels would do, and they became kind of like this guilty pleasure of mine. Although after all the crap with reaction channels that have been going on, they've actually changed their setup. So now if you watch any of their new content, they will use clips of what they're watching. Although they are watching the whole thing, they do not show everything, and to me that is what a real reaction channel needs to do. Now on top of that, they talk about things. So recently they started doing Avatar: The Last Airbender, and to me I love that because I love the show, and then I get to watch the reactions, and then afterwards they actually put their input. They don't just say, wow, damn, good stuff. They actually talk about, like, well, what is the difference between using air versus fire? So to me, that kind of thing is actually okay as long as you do it right. I'm okay with people using multiple clips of a video as long as, like I did with Duncan here, as long as you ask for permission. Before I even did this video, I made sure I had Dukin4donuts' permission to use his clips. As long as you do that, I don't see any issue with using clips. It's just using it in its entirety and then not even asking for permission from those original creators, that's what I have an issue with. It's not really their commentary. That's an issue, it is, but it's more about how they do not actually get permission from the original creators, and then on top of that they use the entire video, and then they call their video their own when really they don't deserve a single cent of that money. And last we have the Keemstars of YouTube. Let's see what he has to say about this one.
We also have channels like Keemstar who have been exposed for lying. Now, I know Keemstar's channel has been on the decline recently, but just let this thought sink in for a little bit. This dude has 1.6 million subs from lying and deceiving people from time to time. And it's not like he's been exposed now. There are videos dating back to last year that show the terrible things that he used to do, yet he still achieved a following.
So you wonder why so many people are attracted to people like Keem and why people still subscribe. Well, that's because people like Keem are fucking liars. They are professional liars. They really are. These guys are insane with how they can lie and manipulate people, and that's why they get people on their side. They act like they want to, but then when they see all the pullback and when they actually see the resistance of them doing that, they act like they're the victims and they get sympathy from people, and that's what draws people in. They know that if they were being truthful to all of us, that we would hate them as people because they are not good people. And Keemstar has proven this. He is a racist, sexist man, and all kinds of other stuff you can name. The thing is, it's all about lying. So when they know that they're in deep shit, they just tell people, hey, I'm sorry, this isn't really me. And then people fall for that shit. And then that's why people like Keemstar still have a following, because there are people who are naive enough to believe that they can actually change, but the truth is they can't. If they could, they would have. Keemstar is now under Scarce, and if you don't know who Scarce is, you need to check him out. Here's a link. But basically, it is by far imperative that we get people like Keemstar out of the way. True, there will be a drawback. If we do so, then a lot of people like myself will not get news as quickly as Keemstar did. But the problem is there's a difference between giving us news and bringing negativity on this site, and that's where Scarce comes into the picture.
I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.